Hey YouTube, today I've got an unboxing video of the Cardfight Vanguard trial deck. This is trial deck 10, I believe. Yeah, trial deck 10. It's Chronojet, so it's just Chronojet. So, you guys may have seen the Alt-Mile one on the channel. Kind of went out of order on this one, but it's not a big deal. So let's go ahead and open it up. So for those who watch my live streams, a lot of the coverage has been on Vanguard 0. But I do still keep up with the standard format of Vanguard, which is a physical card game. For those who are new to the channel and may not be aware of the physical card game, it plays quite differently than the mobile game. But let's get right into it here. So these trial decks are really good for beginners. They're just overall, you can't really go wrong with any of them. They give you a lot of good value, and they've gotten better over the years in terms of what they give you. So like for instance, if we just go through this, you get a first guide, kind of like goes through the rules. You know, it explains how to play the game. Double-sided, it's in color. And then you have a play mat thing. Not really a mat, but like a play mat poster. So it's fairly straightforward, you know, like Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circles. And then the Guardian Circle up at the top there, and then it's nice because it kind of shows you the 4 triggers in the game. And then you have on the back side, it gives you some ideas of how to play the deck out of the box, and as well as there's new order cards and quick shields which were added to the game recently as of these trial decks. And it also gives you some tips on like how to power up the decks, improve them basically. Like there's a new booster set that's out, you can get some cards from there and that'll make it better, make it more competitive or what have you. So overall, very nice. So let's get right into the actual deck itself. And I prefer the way that Bushiroad does the trial decks over like Konami with Yu-Gi-Oh! I think that it's just more elegantly placed or done overall. They give you this nice plastic band thing that you can still reuse to put cards that you're not using together in like a deck here without sleeves. So if you get right into it, you get Chronojet Dragon. So he is going to focus there. You discard 1 or more cards. Some of their grades being grade 3 or greater from the hand. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 4. Write it as Stan. And shuffle your deck. At the end of the turn, retire the unit. So he has the same effect as the Lost Legend Dragon, which is the former Gear Chronicle build that exists currently in the game. And then when it attacks as a Vanguard or Rearguard, you can counterblast 1 until the end of that battle. It gets 5k power, and your opponent cannot call Sentinels from his or her hand. So very good that actually works on the Rearguard Circle as well. That's interesting. So you get 1 foil copy. And then I believe you get 3 commons, so you get a full play set. Next we have Strobe Scope Dragon. So he's another foil card, grade 3 or grade 2. Vanguard or Rearguard, at the end of the battle it attacks, Soul Blast 1, discard a card from hand, choose one of your opponent's Rearguards, retire it, and if your Vanguard is grade 4, draw a card. So interesting how they're giving them retire effects. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. I would have preferred that the effect sends the card to the bottom of the opponent's deck, because that's what Gear Chronicle was known for when they first debuted years ago in the G series of the game. So yeah, I think we get a playset of that as well. So those are the 2 foils, and the third one is Gear's Repeater. It's another Vanguard or Rearguard effect. It's a grade 1. When placed from hand, Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 5k. So pretty generic effect, but it seems pretty good at being able to hit numbers. Then you get a Interdimensional Beast Metallica Phoenix. If you don't have any of the old grade 4, like the Interdimensional Dragon, that kind of stuff, you don't really need it. You can just run this along with the new support cards in the booster set, or the extra booster that just came out, the Try 3 one. But this is not that bad because it's a guaranteed triple drive. So here's that. It's got triple drive for a V series card. So that's the first card to ever feature that built into the card. So I think the playset of this as well, so there's a chance that that could be a foil card as well. So that's your grade 4 from the trial deck. Overall, that's still pretty good. It's a pretty good generic triple drive. It's a classic. Metallica Phoenix is a very famous Gear Chronicle card from back in G era. Alright, so then you get, what, 3 more of these? So you got 3 of those. Then we have Steam Gunner, Yarlagonda. So this is your, it's got Force. Get 2 of that. I guess there's going to be a 3rd one at some point. And then we have, this is grade 3. So here we have 3 more of the Strobe Scope. And then you have your 10K Vanilla. It's 10K Interceptor grade 2. So Zarlab, Steamfighter Zarlab. So 2 of that. And then 2 Steamfighter Edena. When it attacks while boosted, it gets 5K power. So 2 of those, probably 3 of those, I guess. And then Gears Repeater again. So here's your 3 other ones. So now we're in the grade 1s. And then Bearing Rover. It looks like a Gear Chronicle. Oh, it looks like a Chronojet sort of family card, I guess. When it attacks, hits, discard a card from their hand and draw a card. And it has a hand effect. When this card would be discarded, it may be discarded as a grade 3. So this is essentially Stride Fodder reincarnated in V-Series. Is what this does, or how it functions. So that's really nice, because that was one of the big problems that Gear Chronicles originally had in V-Series, or in Standard. Alright, so Steam Janitor Gitlim, so she is the grade 1 Sentinel. So she's the newer one, the one that actually has the Vanguard effect. So that's pretty good as well. Alright, so here come the grade 0. So this is trigger lineup. So you get 3 reprints of Daigle. So that's interesting. So you get 3 of that. So there's a chance that this could be a foil. And then we have, what, 2, oh, looks like 2 Ring Worker. So this is going to be a 7 crit, 5 draw deck. So 2 of those. And I believe this is also a reprint, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been printed in the previous set with Chronofang Tiger. And then we have Steam Guard Castilia. Castilia. So she got reprinted as a common. So that's what I was saying earlier, that these trial decks give you a good value for money, because you're guaranteed 4 PGs. And then one of them will be a Draw Sentinel, which is preferred in Standard. And you have a new, this is a new artwork of Lucky Pot Draco Kid, new for Standard. So that's something that I always found kind of interesting or strange about V-Series, is they just reprinted a lot of the same cards over and over again. But now they're finally starting to, as of these trial decks, they're starting to print new triggers or different art from, granted it's old cards, old character cards, artworks like Iluru, for instance, right here, but they have been missing in action for a very long time, because Castilia was a V-Series only thing. She never existed in the old days of Vanguard, but this is an older card that's brought back. So 3 of those, you get 4 draws. Then we have Steam Maiden Uluru, so the most famous Gear Chronicle heel. Although Martash works just fine, Uluru is there. There we go, so 3 of her, and then so there's a chance we get a foil of her. I really hope I get the foil of her, actually, to be honest. Alright, so now we have the Quick Shield. So this is the new feature that was added to the game for those who go second, to try to balance the game. I feel like all they had to do, though, was allow the person going second to draw 2 cards, kind of like what they do in Zero. But they went ahead and did this. Okay, so the first one is a now from this point forward, one of these cards will be a foil card. It's probably going to be the last one. So we have Metallica Phoenix, so there's 4 of him. That's our 4th one. Then we have another Yarlagonda, so I think that's the 3rd of him, if I'm not mistaken. And then another Zarlab, Edena, Rover, Chronodran. So here's the starter. When wrote upon, draw a card. Then if your opponent's Vanguard... Okay, so yeah, so he's got the new text there for the Quick Shield. That's eroded into all the other starters, though. Alright, so here's the critical. The other critical. Draco Kid. Oh, I was hoping this would be the foil, but let's see what we get. Oh, there's the Power Rise Elixir, so it's going to be behind this card. Let's see. And it is Gitlim. So I would have preferred that to be an Uluru, but that's okay. So Gitlim, the Sentinel, is the foil. And who knows, maybe someday Grade 1 Sentinels will be the preferred ones. If they start coming up with the cards that restrict grade 0, for instance, then I feel like some people might be more inclined to play this card instead as their PG. But yeah, Gitlin, that's pretty good. And then you get 3 double-sided. They're now double-sided force markers, so force 1 and force 2. So hope you guys enjoyed that unboxing video, and let me know if you guys are going to be building Gear Chronicle with this set, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.